Hi, welcome to Mimi's Sparkling Diamonds. Today we have a finish and review video. So I'm excited to bring you guys this video and this finish. It's been several months. It's been a whip for several months of mine, and there's reasons for that. But I'm very proud to be bringing you guys this finish and review. But before I do, I want to welcome everyone to Mimi's Sparkling Diamonds. I'm Brandy, and today we're going to do this finish and review. But if you're new, please take a moment to look around my channel and look at my playlist and go through and see if you like what you see. And if you do, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here and to join our little space on the internet. Also, if you're a subscriber, I certainly appreciate you returning to see this beautiful finish, and I appreciate your continued support. So let's get on into this. I have a lot to say about this. This canvas is beautiful. So the canvas we're going to be looking at, and that I am proudly able to say I finally finished it, is Medusa. This is a Diamond Art Club. This is Crisabug and Diamond Art Club. So this is Medusa, and let me give y'all some quick stats. So Medusa is a 55.8 by 85.9 centimeter. She is a full drill canvas, square drills, total colors 69, 3 fairy dust and 2 ABs. Total drills 77,280, and I unboxed this on my channel in my unboxing series. I ordered this on March 30th of 2024, and I received it on April 1st of 2024. I actually started working on this on June 2nd of 2025, and I finished it on September 3rd, 2025. So I just finished this a couple days ago. She has been a whip. She's been rotating between 2 other whips. What I've started doing is basically having a larger piece like this, a kind of middle-sized piece, and then a smaller piece. So, trying to rotate and not get burnt out. Now, I'm going to show you guys the original sticker, because the point I'm going to make here in a minute is because of this sticker. When I first looked at this sticker right here, I thought that both the left and the right sides all the way down the canvas were going to be pretty much color blocking, and they were not. This looks black, but this canvas doesn't have a lot of black. It does have some black outlining on the subjects, but it is not black. It looks black on the print, but on the canvas it is not. It's 3 shades of navy blue, along with some a lot of confetti. So the 3 shades of navy blue, let me see if I can see that. I've got this, I can't remember exactly, and I've got this covered. Let me see on this side if I can tell you, because it was the, let's see, it was 336, 823, and 939. So all these 3 colors are dark blues, okay? They are all up and down, and they are all inside this area right here. This right here is blues. The only black, the only 310 is the outlining, some of this outlining. Some of it's not black though. Some of it, like in her hair, is a gray color. some of this right here, like this is one of those navy blues. The snake is made up mainly of those blue colors with some of these grays and stuff like that inside. Right here, there's now this is like 310, like the outlining, a little bit of this. This is 310, but this is blue. So when I started working on it, I was like, what in the world? Because it looks like it's pure color blocked up the side, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the canvas up to you. Okay? I got to move my logbook real quick. Hold on. And I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to bring this up to y'all. So right here in the top of this, you can see where there is, I'm trying to see which way would be the best to do this. You can see where on the side there's another color. It's not just a solid color. And you can see at the top here all this checkerboarding. And then you can see along the side here where the snake is. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make y'all sick. But you can see that checkerboarding and you can see those different blues. And so that's the thing. And on this side it's the same way. Let me show you. And so you can see this is a dark blue with another color, and then it starts fading down, but there's two different color blues. You can see it right there, and then you can see all that confetti and all that, and then it goes down to the bottom. But this canvas is beautiful. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. It turned out more fabulous than I thought it was. And this right here in the bottom here, this is a fairy dust. This color right here is a purple fairy dust. This color is my favorite fairy dust. I am a blue person, but I'm telling you that fairy dust is beautiful. And I am an AB person. Now all these little specks, these white ones, are a white AB. These little magic motes or whatever they are. And then I like the way that her face turned out. The only thing I altered was, I think it was this snake right here, they had charted a black eye for this snake, but the other snakes had like the red ABs, just like her eyes do. And then right here, the main snake behind her has red ABs right here, but her eyes have red ABs in them. That looks so cool. This snake has red ABs for his eyes. And this canvas is beautiful. Now, let me tell y'all, I've already told y'all how long it took me. I didn't have a lot of popping drills, and I did have some gapping, but it's not really bad. It's really not. Now this is an older canvas, and you know, I do have to come along and push the drills down. Some of it might be my placement too. I'm not a perfect placer, but this is fixing to go on my wall. And I'm going to come back through here and make sure that all the drills are all the way down and everything. But this is absolutely beautiful. I have moved this canvas around quite a bit. And I'll be honest with y'all, none of the drills have popped. So I was really impressed with that. But yeah, look at this is fairy dust here, all this color, all in the bottom of her dress, down here, her robe or whatever it is she's wearing. But in the actual print of the sticker, this looks black. Now there is some dark, like that really dark blue, 939 or whatever, and it looks black, but it's not. It's blue. And it works. that's the thing, it works. And her skin tone, I was kind of worried about it, but it looks great. When you're looking at it from, it looks great up close. I mean, it looks great far back. But I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. Part of the reason why it took me so long to work on it is because at the end of June, I had a family vacation where I was out of town. I did not take any diamond painting because we had my grandson with us, my 3-year-old grandson, and I just wanted to spend time with him and make sure that, he would be good and be okay. So I took that week off, which was actually 14 days. It was almost 2 weeks when you got said and done. And then, like I said, I have 2 other whips that I'm working on, like rotating. I have also participated in the Claws and Paws event in August, so that was part of it. And then in July, I can't remember what was going on in July, what happened there. But about 3 weeks ago, me and my husband got real sick. I don't know if we had food poisoning or what, but we were real sick. And I mean, literally, I didn't go to work for a week or nothing. So, I just didn't feel like, I could barely do everything I could to lay down and try to just grin and bear it until I got over it. So, it was miserable. So, I lost a week there trying to, of diamond painting. And my grandson, when my grandson visits, our house, he comes over for the weekend every now and then, at least once a month, if not twice. I pretty much focus on him. I really don't try to diamond paint. He's good. Every now and then he'll let me diamond paint, but this particular one was on my main work area, my main desk, and I wouldn't drag this out into the living room where he plays. And not that he would do anything, he's very good. It's just that it's too cumbersome to move and all that. Plus, it had 69 colors, and I had it kitted up in an Elizabeth Ward container. I have taken some pictures. I've already kitted it down because I need that container for the next project I'm working on. But I did take a picture of it, what was left over, the drills that were left over. And I also took a picture of the trash, which brings me to that. I had plenty of drills. I had plenty left over. I did have some trash drills. Now, mind you, this is from 2024. So, I did have a little bit of gapping in the lighter colors, but it wasn't bad. It really wasn't. I will say that the darker colors, even if I had gapping, you can't really tell. Now, with Diamond Art Club's canvases, I typically do not have to use my light pad. And I love that because light pads are great, but you can see every gap, everything with a light pad. It's just the way it is, the nature of it. So I do not like to use light pads with Diamond Art Club. I don't really need it because I can see the symbols are very clear and all that. So the symbols were very clear on this. The glue was very sticky. I didn't have an issue with the glue. I always put washi tape around the border. I did run out of this thicker washi tape, so I used some thinner down here, and it worked fine. This is going to be hung on the wall like it is, and then I'm only dry mounting certain ones that I want to actually display in my house. The one I did for my husband, I've dry mounted. I'm doing a couple gifts for people for Christmas, and those will be dry mounted. But the other ones that I have, I'm not going to dry mount them. I don't see the reason to, because eventually I'm going to run out of wall space in my craft area, my craft room, and I'm not going to be able to hang them all up at once anyway, so I'm going to have to lay them down in a portfolio, which I will get one of these days. But she's definitely going to go up on the wall for right now. I love how she came out. I did have some trash in the drills, mainly pin pricks in the top of the drills. There were a few drills that I did run across that had excess, like plastic, and with square drills you cannot, have that, or they won't sit correctly. And I did take a picture of the trash, so y'all will be able to see that. I think it was minimal for this kit because the size of this kit. So, but I had plenty of drills. Like I say, it was a pleasure to work on this, because right now I'm working on, it was this one I was working on, my Dreamer designs that I did, I'm doing for Paws and Claws, which is still a whip, partially a whip. And then I'm doing a Leisure Arts canvas that I bought when Hobby Lobby was clearancing their diamond paintings, and before they came in with their own brand or whatever. And that one's around. The Dreamer Designs one that I'm working on is called Time to Chill, and it is a square. And it's not as big as this for sure. Maybe a quarter of this or a third of this, but it's, I will say the quality with DAC is there. I can't, I mean, this is my first Dreamer Designs, and it's okay quality. The grid is super tight, and it's almost impossible to, I have to put the crystals down, and then I have to put the ABs down first in a section, and then I can put the other drills down. But I have had some popping drills because their grid is just tight. I don't know what else to say. And so it's almost like too tight. But this, I didn't have very many popping drills or anything like that. I did in a couple places, and that, again, that's my placement. That has nothing to do with the drill field. There is, like I said, a minimal gapping in the lighter, some of the lighter colors, but like I said, it's minimal. And I mean, I really can't even see it standing from here. So I love this canvas. This was relaxing to work on. It was fun. I love the Medusa and her mythical Greek mythology, her story. And I just love this. I think Chrisabeth did a great job on the original art, and Diamond Art Club hit the ball out of the park with their rendering, and this piece is just really beautiful. So thank you to all my subscribers who voted for this canvas, and here she is. She is finished. I had a great experience with it, and I think that's pretty much it. It does have a lot of confetti in the sides and in the top. So if you are not a confetti person, do not be fooled by the sticker sheet, because this has a fair amount of confetti in it, and it has very little color blocking. So if you are not a fan of confetti, this probably is not going to be the piece for you. But again, confetti, as we all know, gives us great detail, and you can see this in this finished piece, how beautiful it really is. So thank you to everyone who has been patient while I have worked on this. to see the finish and sticking around with me to see this beautiful finish. Again, this was Bug Diamond Art Club, and I did not check to see if this was in stock, but I do know that they restocked it here recently, and I don't know if it's like been updated, like the drill field or the drills themselves have been updated or anything, but I didn't have an issue with the drills. So they're sparkly and beautiful, and like I said, I had minimal trash, and I absolutely loved this fairy dust color. I mean, like I said, I'm a blue person, but this fairy dust has to be one of my favorite fairy dust colors I've ever worked with. Okay, well, that's pretty much all I need to say about it. Again, it took me a lot longer than I wanted it to, but you know, it was a pleasure to work on, and it, you know, is more of a project than it is, you know, a fast finish or whatever. And I really enjoyed working on it, and it was very relaxing when I did. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. If you hung around to the very end of the video, in the comments, can you leave me a snake emoji? And let me know what your thoughts are on this canvas. Have you done this canvas? Leave that down in the comments. If you have, what was your experience? Is this something that you have on your wish list? Is this something that now that you've seen the finish, you want to purchase? Leave all those thoughts down in the comments. Any other recommendations or things that you might like to see me do on the channel, I'm always up for that. Those recommendations and stuff from you guys, and I really appreciate y'all sticking in there with me. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe, keep diamond painting, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. On your way out, please do not forget to hit that notification bell so it will alert you whenever I put up another video. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. Keep diamond painting, and I will see y'all all in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.